G4 Sports. I never knew about their existence because it was never available in my country. Apparently, it was a TV show about games and beautiful girls.
In fact, as a young boy, I felt there was an abnormal amount of attractive women on this station, so I've decided to put these women in a category called G4 waifus, which are kinda like Disney princesses, but they're better at wiggling joysticks. I hope you enjoy that joke, it took me half an hour. See, a G4 waifu has more power than a queen in chess. They're able to take any mild topic and make it exciting, sometimes able to carry the entire weight of a show.
Daily Quest did a great video about this, so if you really want to know how G4 used to be, you can watch his video. But fast forward to today, G4 reappeared. And like any other Western stuff, they wanted to change everything for the modern audience. And that basically means no more waifus, no more fun, they get to preach their ideology onto you. You basically don't get entertainment anymore. But you have to listen to them why you are the problem. Why you don't deserve any entertainment. Why it's not okay to love beautiful women. Or comedy. Or anything. So I think you already know by now how G4 started. In 2022.
Sexism in gaming.
Look, I'm not saying there is no sexism in gaming, but apparently people care more about sexism in gaming than sexism in real life. I mean real sexism. Do you know what's the difference? If a game is sexist, you can avoid it. You can block people, you cannot buy the game, you cannot play the game, you can do whatever you want. You can even report that player and maybe he will be banned. And that's the beauty of it. If you want something else, just support that company. Just promote those games. But why do you care more about the problems in video games that you consider problems instead of real life problems? Or why is this such a big issue?
This is not where I thought we were going,
I know,
but I'm
you didn't.
here.
I had
I'm
no
here.
idea.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
First of all, why the fuck is Anthem on their table? They always talk about supporting indie games, the consumers, the good developers, but they always promote a game that's full of bugs, copy-paste, made by a corporate slave. Why is it so hard for them to put something like Hades or Cuphead on display? Why does it have to be something from EA, the most anti-gamer company?
Every time G4 is brought up in various channels, even in this YouTube channel, we have the chat in front of us, I can see you, without a doubt, there will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous host.
No matter what you do, you will always find somebody that likes you or hates you. So what? Now you have to stop a whole show that is supposed to be about gaming to scream at a kid who's trying to be edgy in the chat? How can you make a show if you start screaming at every troll that wants your attention? Why not, instead of that, try to do a great show, to be entertaining, to prove that you don't need to be as bangable as the other sexy ladies on the show? But nah, why do that when you can ruin the whole show and complain over and over and prove them right? And I guess you need talent, charisma and passion for that. I'm not saying you don't have it, I'm just saying that you don't want to prove that people are wrong about you. Also, does the black guy suffer from autism or something?
Talk to him, Frost!
That
It's
shit weird.
not a
It's
compliment.
weird.
Hey, I gotta back you up. You gotta back her up.
He just makes different noises and repeats some words. He doesn't add anything useful to the conversation.
Hey, she cooking, y'all.
What do you mean by she's cooking? Are you saying that because she's a woman and therefore she belongs in the kitchen? Maybe he was the one making fun of Frosk. Did anybody check his phone to see if he's the troll who said Frosk is not bangable?
How much you jerked off to women as a compliment.
That
It's
shit weird.
not a
It's
compliment.
weird.
I think it's a compliment for somebody to say that he masturbates while he watches you if you are a porn star or OnlyFans influencer. That means that they support you. They can masturbate if they don't pay for the subscription or video.
Women do not exist to be nice on the eyes for you. Morgan Webb, Olivia Munn did not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
Are you sure about that? I mean, they don't exist to be just that. But the main reason they were part of the show was because they were very beautiful. Because it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, you always prefer to see beautiful people. not ugly people. And this is why you will always see more women being subscribed to channels that are about fashion. And you will always see more men subscribed to gaming stuff or other stuff like that. My point is that women usually want to value their beauty. So yes, most of them want to be nice on the eyes. And Morgan Webb and Olivia Munn clearly wants to be nice on the eyes. And there is nothing bad about that. You use whatever you can to have the job that you love. And why do you always have to talk like they are the victims? What about the people who aren't that good looking, but they had the skills to be more entertaining? And nobody gave them a chance because they didn't look nice. Isn't it a great deal to be paid a lot of money just because you look nice?
Or that I'm somehow less qualified to speak on something, but you can't quite put your finger on why, even though I'm reading the exact same script as Adam, but you have no problem with he's part of it. You're letting your unconscious biases ruin my day and you're gatekeeping the gaming space.
I don't know a lot about the past of G4 and I don't really care. But from what I see, you are the one complaining. You are the one attacking the fans. I don't see a video about Adam attacking the fans. And don't tell me there's absolutely nobody who said something bad about him. Because the more famous you are, the more people will talk shit about you. And we still hear stuff about gatekeeping, Gamergate. Well, I see nothing wrong with gatekeeping. Because all the people who want to come in, they want to change everything. Oh, you know that game that you love that's awesome and became famous because it was awesome? Well, we want to change that because it's too offensive. Even if the offensive part made it more fun, it doesn't matter. It's like you see a group of people having fun and they let you enter the group, but all you do is complain. You talk about how much you want to change everything, and nobody should try to have fun because that's not okay. Maybe somebody will be offended. Of course, nobody will want you in that group anymore. If everybody had fun and everything was okay, but somebody else wants to come to change everything for the worse, why would you want to let that kind of person in? So yes, I see nothing wrong with gates, or whatever you want to call them. Gates are there to stop the idiots from coming inside. You just let the people you want inside. And I think it was never an issue if somebody liked the game or something, because in the end it's about escaping reality and having fun. So I think everybody is welcomed, as long as they also want to have fun and not destroy everything, because they consider it to be too offensive or misogynist or whatever.
We'd be a bit nicer, a bit more self-reflective, and we enjoy the fact that people are working hard to make free content for you. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
First of all, you're not that nice. Second, the content is not free. Nothing in life is free. You are free how? Like a free-to-play game? Do you know what they say? The most expensive things in life is free. You don't use your own money to make G4. You are paid to make the show. So how is it free if you get paid to make the show? And that also means you do something to make money. From advertisement, from sponsors. It doesn't matter, somehow you make money. And if you say if you don't like it, don't watch it, then why people like you always complain that nobody watches the show anymore? Everybody is to blame but you. Everything is sexist, everything is misogynist, everybody and anything needs to be blamed except you. And of course, this was not all, but I don't want to show everything, because it will be too long. And this video is already old. And you may already know that it didn't take long for G4 to know that they made a mistake. No sane person goes to a gaming channel to hear a feminist scream about misogyny or whatever problems she has. And G4 didn't like the idea of if you don't like it, don't watch it. Because a lot of people didn't want to watch it because they didn't like it. At least they learned something from all of this. Because, yeah, the movie industry still didn't learn anything. And also the corporations from the gaming industry didn't learn anything. And even if they did these changes, this doesn't mean that the people will forgive them overnight. I mean, why would you think that somebody would like to see a feminist complain all day? We already see them trying to destroy every entertainment that we still have. G4 New Entertainment is not something that I'm interested in, but at least now they understand that people want entertainment. But they should also understand that it's too little too late, and it will take much more than this for the people to come back. I mean, sure, it's a big step from a feminist to Amoret, from screaming and blaming the fans to VTubers, from everything is misogynist to dirty jokes. It sounds better and it's a big change, but you cannot erase everything the next day. And it's very hard to regain people's trust. And I still don't understand why would you think a feminist will be a good idea for your show? Just because the mainstream media shows us that everybody is gay now, everybody is a feminist now, that doesn't mean it's true. And let's say it was true. Then why try to make your show like a bad remake? When you take something good from the past that everybody loved and you change it for the modern times and the modern sensibility. Nobody wants that crap, no matter what the mainstream says. And you can see that with movies and video games. Because people are fed up and people want entertainment. This is why nobody watches TV anymore. This is why more people are interested in manga and anime. And this is why, even if it's 2022, people still want entertainment. Maybe you can improve some parts of your show to make it better, but I don't think it's a good idea to delete everything that made it great. I mean, improving something doesn't mean you have to delete something. And also you should know what fans you have. Because I'm pretty sure they don't care for feminist propaganda. And if they care for feminist propaganda, they should go to websites that have feminist propaganda. The problem is that a lot of people don't want to see that. And that's why they are mad. Because G4 has nothing to do with feminist propaganda. It's like you are the best ice cream store in your city, but one day you decide to make tofu. And nobody wants tofu. So is it the customer or is it the store? Should everybody want to buy tofu when they came for you to get some ice cream? Anyway, it was funny to see how fast everything changed with G4. Because a lot of industries don't care, even if they see they are failing. I mean, look at the AAA gaming industry. They don't have a story, and when they do, it sucks. They usually have a map full of useless collectibles. They use a lot of marketing and famous people to promote their games. But then they wonder why people are fed up with their games, why their games are so expensive. But instead of changing that and improving, they start to blame diversity and other social issues. So long story short, make entertainment, not cringe. Because you are to blame if your game, movie, TV show doesn't work anymore. Nobody wants to see it. It's not the customer, it's you. And in the end, there will always be people complaining. You should not care for that. You should only care if people buy your product. If people want to see your videos or movies or play your video games. That's all that matters.